All right, man. Grand Rising, everybody. I wanted to do this topic on Tank. I saw an interview with Tank on Little Yachty's. I believe he got a podcast. It came across my timeline. I clicked the video and I watched about maybe at the most 10 minutes of the interview. Tank was giving his thoughts on his career, and he got to a point in the interview where he talked about retirement. And Lil Yachty said something about like, why do you want to retire? All the money that you're making, and still kind of young and stuff like that. And I was a little surprised by his response to the reason why he wants to retire. He says that being that he's a boxer, um, he goes into these training camps and he got these opponents in front of him that he got to face, and boxing keeps him makes it keeps him aggressive, and it makes him really reactive. um but now but he's saying he sees it affect him outside of the gym and outside of the ring, where he'll get in these situations with people, whether it's a fan or a relationship partner or something like that, and he don't know how to control his triggers. And so now he feels that if he gets away from the sport, he'll be able to manage his emotions a little better, because we have seen that Tank throughout his career has had issues with that. We've seen him physically grab up his what was his baby mother. He's just done some stuff that was, questionable stuff in the streets and out in front of public, in the public eye, to where it's just like, why would you do that? And Tank had a rough upbringing, and shout out to his coaches. I think coaches are very, very important for young men, especially if they don't have father figures and stuff like that. So like Calvin Ford and all his other team, the ones that took him in and guided him, shout out to them. But still, Tank got to still walk this path himself, and they can't make the choices for him. He got to make his own choices, and if he reacts in a certain way, he got to deal with the consequences. And I just believe that um Tank is getting to a point where he's getting older. He's maturing, and he does have to make some life changing decisions if you need to do it. That's just like with anybody. If you in the wrong environment, if you in the wrong job, if you're in wrong, with the wrong partner, you got to make changes so that you can go to another level. And if whatever situation you in is causing you to act out in a manner that you don't like, or in a manner that is causing you to lose money, or that's gonna make you sit down behind bars or something, you're gonna have to make some changes. You got to make certain changes. um Tank, going forward, he don't need to be in no more legal drama, and I think that his celebrity status, has gotten him out of a lot of situations to where some people will be still sitting down right now if they wasn't on Tank's level, celebrity status. So it's a blessing that this guy is still able to, make his money, still entertain, still have a fan base, so on and so forth. And me as a real boxing fan, hardcore boxing fan, I'm not really a big fan of Tank, because he has not given me the fights I want to see. I just think that he has been carefully guided in his career to get certain fights to keep him undefeated, and not really tested. He has been tested, but not by the top competition in his weight classes, in and around his weight classes. So, but as far as his you know, as far as looking at Tank as a human being and someone who needs to improve, if retiring is going to help you improve as a human being, do it, man. Just do it, because um your fans and don't nobody, even though I'm not a really a big fan of Tank, I still don't want to see him in no drama with, no more legal trouble and doing something stupid, putting his hands on females, putting his hands on fans, and to where he getting sued and stuff like that. So if being in boxing is making you too aggressive to where you can't control yourself and there's no other alternative but to leave boxing, I support it, man. Get on out the way. To me, you're not really fighting nobody anyway. No disrespect to Lamont Roach, or nothing like that, but you're not really fighting top comp anyway. So, get out of the sport. Hopefully, you make some smart investments. Which he said, I think he bought up his old neighborhood or something in Baltimore or whatever he's doing. Shout out to him. But I encourage this guy to get into a positive environment because he came from such a negative, toxic, violent environment. So he got to make some better choices for himself. He's a father, and he want to be around to see his kids grow up, and so that they can hear the daddy and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? That's important. So um, I wish him well on his journey. We got to see. It's 2025. We got to see if Tank retires after this year or not. But hopefully, if he's serious about it, I support it, man. Hey, you did what you did in the sport. You made tremendous amount of money. You went to a level of fame. You famous. A lot of people, come out to see you every time you fight, and so on and so forth, man. So wish this guy the best, and you know, I hope that he can maintain a level of mental sanity and emotional stability, and don't fall into this world of depression like a lot of these fighters do at a certain point in their career. You know, um, Health is wealth. You got to take care of your mental health, and make some better choices and getting around the right people, and remove yourself from certain environments if you need to do that. So that's my thoughts on Tank, um, on him, you know, possibly, retiring soon. And y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this topic in the comment section. I am BHP. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.